Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And so I kind of wanted to step in on this realm because this is like a slightly touchy subject. I know people have their perspectives, and their right to it. Hey, whatever it is, comment below, because I would love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions about it. But this has to do with device unlocking, and I mean network unlocking to use a device on a different provider. This is a lot of back and forth because for a long time I really just kind of looked at it from a business standpoint, and maybe my thought process was wrong. So I really just took some time to think more and more and more about it, and also look at read some stories online from people that have gone through all different walks of life, and just kind of think about it. And I've come back to this idea when it comes to the FCC and what they're trying to do as far as making devices to be able to be network unlocked. What I would do if I was running it for the FCC, and what I think is to be fair. Of course, some of the things I may say, people may disagree with, and that's totally fine. I don't expect everyone to agree with everything that I say, and I do welcome other people's point of views, as that allows people to get a lot more perspectives, which is what my channel has always been about, is allowing multiple perspectives for people to kind of weigh out and kind of make good decisions that would help them. So I still stand by some of the things that I think of. Like finance devices, I still believe they should not be network unlocked until they're paid off. I know that people have spoken and said, oh, well, you know what? They should still unlock them even though they're financing it because, it's going to impact their credit. And I've worked in the industry for credit card companies. I've done work for them. I know the mentality of them. And there's people who just don't care. There's people who don't care that a mark is going to hit their credit report, for a long time. Okay, now there's other things that can be done. There's, a device can get blacklisted, but that's a slippery slope thing, in my opinion, right? If we're talking about doing things that doesn't cause so much frustrations, relying on the fact that a device could be IMEI blacklisted for non-payment is a really bad idea. And in a nutshell, there's so many variables that can go wrong. Somebody could have paid off their phone, and, word gets back and things change, and then somehow it ends up on a blacklist where it can't be activated. And you're like, I've paid the phone off. And, people don't keep receipts. So it's like, oh, contact the old carrier you got the phone from, Steve, and see if they'll help you. And you contact the old carrier, and customer care reps are just like, not the greatest these days. So you're either like wishing that you got one that can understand your problem and help you fix it, or you end up getting one that, doesn't understand what's going on and gives you like a blatant left field answer that pisses you off and causes more aggravation. You guys kind of get where I'm going with this, because a lot of people can relate to this. So relying on blacklisting an IMEI is not good, because a phone can be mistakenly blacklisted, and you would have to jump through hoops to kind of get that resolved. There are people who will try to cheat the system and make it seem like that it was accidentally blacklisted and shouldn't have been, that may get away with it, causing them to constantly rechange up all the things that could go wrong to try to make it better, so that way they are blacklisting the correct devices. But even then, humans are fallible and we make mistakes, and there's always these mistakes that can cause, stress and anger and all this, and it's just not worth it. The fact is, I feel like that if you are financing a device means you didn't have all the money up front to buy the phone. And so you should pay off that phone for it to be network unlocked. Otherwise, finance an unlocked device through Best Buy. Best Buy has progressive leasing, which allows you to pay off a device over time. And it is financing, it's just not carrier locked. You can always go those routes. So for me, anyone that would jump to a different carrier just to try to get the best deal on a phone and finance it and then take it to a provider that they prefer using because it gets unlocked, does more harm than good. So honestly, when it comes down to finance devices, I still feel like that those should be paid off first before they're network unlocked. However, my position on devices that's either paid at a subsidized price or even at full MSRP, those devices should be unlocked immediately. I can understand a 24-hour wait period. You just bought the phone, you just powered it on, you're just using it. But if you don't like the services, you want to take it elsewhere, you can cancel, take your phone elsewhere because you paid off the phone. It's your phone, you own it, right? If you buy a car from a car lot that finances cars and puts those little low jack things to know where it is so you can't steal the car from the dealership. They take those out if you go in and you buy the car out. You're not financing it, you're not putting a down payment and making monthly payments like you fully bought the car. They take those things out, those GPS trackers. You drive off the lot with no tracker on your car because you outright own the car. And I think the same thing should happen with smartphones. You paid it off, even if it's subsidized, even if they're like, oh, port your number over and you can get this phone for $150 when normally it costs $499. And you do it and you get the phone, but the service is bad and you don't even want to stay another day. And you're like, unlock my phone. I want to go back to my previous carrier. They should unlock that phone. So that's my thought process on network unlocking, and that's where I'm still going to stick to. I don't feel like finance devices should be unlocked, but I do feel like that fully paid off devices, whether it's subsidized pricing or full price of the phone, should be unlocked 24 hours after purchase. That's where I think the FCC should really kind of bring this up. Um, yeah, because even then, like for anyone else, it's like, well, it's still going on your credit. Like I said, some people don't even care about their credit, and there are some people who actually uses somebody else's credit. And I don't think a victim of stolen identity should have to go through all that stress to get this off their record because somebody was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a new iPhone 16. I'm gonna use so and so's name and social and everything because they know the person. They're either a relative, a good friend, or just somebody that just happens to know their info." And you know, an innocent person that had nothing to do with it has to be stressed out just so that way somebody can have the opportunity to get a phone financed and then have it unlocked and take it to another carrier. Like, I know there's things that you can do. You can file, stolen identity and all this other stuff. But again, it's like it's taking a canvas that has a black blotch on it, and instead of just dabbing it out so it just fixes the issue, you're trying to rub it out, which is just creating a bigger mess that doesn't need to be. So that's my outlook on it. What are your guys' outlook on that? You guys let me know in the comment section of the video. Nothing is taboo, so please, if you're full every device being unlocked immediately, whether financed or purchased, tell me. It's fine. And you can give me your reasons why. If you agree with me, you can tell me why. If, whatever. I just love to know other people's perspectives on it. But that's where I stand at firmly today when it comes to device unlocking. And yes, before anyone says, well, you don't care so much because you buy unlocked devices. No, my Moto G Stylus is locked to Metro by T-Mobile, and I would love to use this on Helium Mobile. However, it's locked to them. I'm at the mercy of them. And yes, I feel like that since this is a paid off phone, it's not financed, they should unlock this right away. Now, if I was financing it, if I was paying monthly $16 a month for 24 months, then no, I don't think they should be able to unlock it for me. All right, so before anyone thinks that I'm like overstepping bounds. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys' thoughts on the comments. Thanks for checking it out. In the comment section or description has the promo code for Helium Mobile if you want to try them out for 1 month free. Use that promo code upon checkout and get your first month for free. Thanks for checking out this video, and I'll see you guys probably on Sunday, as I'm going to take the next 2 days to myself, my daughter's birthday. She's turning 14, so I want to spend a lot of time with them.